Hey everyone, we're here with Pete, Minnesota Pete Campbell from fucking Rust Bucket. He's in like 12 other bands, I guess, too. Uh, this dude is like non-fucking stop on the go. Formerly of Pentagram, prior to Bobby's fucking viral moment with the face. Pete, dude, thanks for joining me.
You got it, Tom, man. I missed you, bro.
I know you too, but you see, like I'm fucking. Both of us are like non-stop. You have all this like music coming out. You just had what did Rust Bucket come out like 2 months ago, maybe?
The record was released in January,
So about
3 months ago. Yeah.
fuck yeah. I wish I
Mhm.
had it to fucking put up so you could see. Like I have the physical copy.
Well, you will after this.
Oh
I'll
no,
send
I absolutely do. I
oh,
already do. I
look,
pre-ordered the fucking thing. I really dig it. So I was like, yeah.
far off, bro.
Um, so I really like how it starts with four on the fucking floor. Like, what a great, like opening track that is.
Yeah, that song was actually the first song I brought when we started Rust Bucket. That was the first song we ever played. Was
Hell
that one?
yeah.
Yep, that was the first one I had an idea for, and it's still the first song we play at every set. First song at every set. But yeah, she's a riffer.
That's the fucking truth. What, like for you, what other songs stand out?
On the Rust Bucket record,
Yep.
I love Wooden Nickel, the Wooden Nickel, and then see, I don't write the names. Tom, our singer, writes all the names. All
So
I
I don't
do is
know.
bring the music. Yeah, Tom writes the word. Dang, man? Like, it's really
Hypertension's a good one.
Hypertension is bad as fuck. I like
Yeah.
that one. And Apparition is the other one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
But they're all
really, yes, they're all great tracks that like that the tone of the guitars, that those fuzzy ass guitars are they're fucking great, dude.
yeah, that was the whole purpose of that band was like, let's have the most nastiest guitar tone we can. Like the fuzzier the better, and just build on that. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah.
And
Yeah,
basically,
for
like my buddy Bob Balch from Fu Manchu, I straight up told him, I'm stealing everything from you guys. Here you go. We're Fu Manchu, you
yeah.
know?
Well, dude, if it works, you know what
Yeah,
I
right.
mean?
No, but it's major influences that fuzz, like truck fighters and stuff like
Yep.
that, like old Dozer.
So I think truck fighters are on the road right now
Right.
with Restless Spirit, whom I fucking love the Restless Spirit dudes. Those guys are fucking they're like the nicest guys ever. And then do you know Temple of the Fuzz Witch?
You know what? I've always heard the name because I thought it was like, that's cool, but it's hard to remember. With my brain does this.
Yeah.
I just listened to them. Like, finally, like, let me check these cats out. That's good stuff, eh?
Yeah,
That's
dude,
good.
it's like love those dudes. Those dudes are they're Michigan guys and
I thought they were Swedes.
no, Temple of the
Oh,
Fuzzwitch
okay.
are
No, no.
Michigan dudes. They're right
Okay,
out of
learn something
Detroit.
new.
They were actually just down here, I gotta think 2 weeks ago, a week ago. Like actually it was a week ago this past Friday because they played Legalized Lex and those
Oh,
they absolutely rip, but they're the dude who sings for them, Noah, is running sound for the Truck Fighters Restless Spirit like run right now.
oh, cool.
I'm like, fuck yeah, Noah, do that shit.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's the way to do it. You get
Hell
in where
yeah.
you. Yep.
So, like, when did I know we kind of chatted about it briefly last time, but like, when did Rust Bucket start, and like, how long from inception to like studio did it take you guys to get there?
Oh man. Well, everybody in the band, we're all from my hometown, St. Cloud, Minnesota. Everyone in this band, we've known each other for shit, 25 to 30 years. But like everybody had their own different bands, so we never really got to jam together. So that was like the whole purpose was, fuck it, man, let's start a band together. Like, so we tried that. And also at the same time, we're all dads. Everybody in the band is a dad. So the whole purpose of Rust Bucket was to like get together, throw some riffs around, and like have dad time, dude time, get away from the kids and the wives and whatever. But was never supposed to be anything. Just like, and then all of a sudden we started jamming. Kept bringing riffs, and like, man, we could do something with this. Like, this is cool. So we put some stuff together, ended up getting enough. So we tracked at my house, at my studio here, and it just sounded way too cool. Like we should do something with this. And then it became like personal to all of us. Like, yep, we're gonna do this. Like,
Oh yeah.
So then, yeah, that's basically it. It took maybe a year and a half before we had the record written and recorded. Because the songs at that point were just pop, 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 pop. They were just banging. Because every day, it's like a disease. My head is like filled with riffs. I can't stop it. No, it's like literally driving me insane. You know what I mean? There's even today, I had 3 of them, and I had to record them. And even my daughter Uriah's like, "Dad, you want to play with me?" I'm like, "Just hold on," you know, just to get them out. But it's all good. Yeah, so that's how it worked. And I've known Buddy from Glory or Death Records forever, because Pentagram, man, that would have been 7 or 8 years ago. His band, the Great Electric Quest, which is kick ass. So everybody out there, check out Great Electric Quest. Just bomb of shit. We played a couple shows with them. We took them out in California for a couple shows, and we just instant bros, you know, like. And he started Death, so that was I just sent it to him just as a dude, you know, saying, "Hey man, what do you think of this shit?" And he's like, "I want it." I'm like, "It's yours," instantly, because the Glory or Death, their stuff they put out it's art to me, like the vinyls themselves. You know what I mean?
I think, you fucking nailed it with that. Like the way that the vinyl looks when released. So my introduction to Glory or Death was, there's a band from here called Blind Scryer, and they fucking rip. Like, Blair has such a fantastic voice. The musicianship is fantastic, but Glory or Death released an EP called Controlled Burn, and a buddy of mine sent it to me and was like, "Hey, check this out." And they had this like Nebula vinyl that I fucking couldn't pass up. I was like, "God, that's cool as fuck. I gotta get that."
Right. Yep. No, that's the thing about them, is that they have so much passion, not only for the music and for the bands, you know what I mean, but for the art form that is music. Because music to me is, you can smell it, you can taste it, you can hear it, you can see it, you can touch it. It's every sense in your body. You know what I'm saying? And when you grab one of those things, like, because the Rust Bucket, we got like 2 special ones, you know, that came out. They only made a couple. I will never play that shit in my life. You know what I mean? Right. I just look at it and go, man, this is bad as fuck. It's like art, you know? And that they just do so good. And for being, to me, they're the top underground record label there is today, you know?
Yeah, it's, as far as like vinyl goes, I would say it, like, for me, it's Glory or Death and Pelagic. Like, those 2 labels, the love that goes into the vinyl itself and the package is like those 2 labels. There's not another label that touches those. And
who fucking cares? It's
but I don't think it's really like that bad, right? It's when they start, like, they get into the Nebula, right? Like, I'm not sure what it is now, but when I bought that Controlled Burn Nebula, I think it was like $60. I'm like,
one of the special Rust Bucket ones, Buddy from Glory or Death says, man, because in the inside of the Bucket record, there's that insert with the picture of the dudes of the band, and it was like on film. You know what I'm saying? So it looked like old school film.
Yeah.
Like, how cool would it be? Well, the first thing was, can you find me 3 rolls of film? And I said, did they even make fucking film anymore? So I actually went to Wally World, up to Walmart, fucking bought a 3-pack of this unexposed fucking film. He goes, I have an idea. I'm like, cool. So send it to him. And so that record is actually has those film the actual film cut in and put into the vinyl. So when you look at that
Fuck.
record, yeah, it's like it's a actual record, but there's like actual film in that vinyl. You know,
That's cool as fuck.
it's great. It's artwork. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I think there's only 50 of or 25 or some shit. You know, but it's still fucking super cool that they can do that. Like, and they also do like the liquid filled guys.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
that blows my mind. You
Dude,
know,
I know. I got one. Do you know that the band Fairy Ring?
mm-mm, mm-mm.
First, check those dudes out. They
Very
are,
real.
yep, I'll message it to you
Yeah,
because it's
please do.
spelled weird. But those guys, they absolutely rip. But they just did a liquid filled vinyl, but they only did, I didn't know how many they got, but I was lucky enough to get one. And I was talking with one of the guitar players, or the bass player rather, a couple weeks ago. I said, "How many did you guys do?" He said, "We only did like 10." I thought,
Right?
fuck yeah, dude. Like I have one of 10 of these fucking liquid
Well,
filled.
absolutely.
Ah,
Because you know,
like that's what everyone says. They said, they're like, "Well, how does it sound?" I'll be honest with you. I have no fucking clue. Like I got it just because it's fucking liquid filled and it's sitting over there.
absolutely. How does it sound? I don't give a fuck. Look at it.
I have one of 10 or one of 100. Like I don't
Right.
give a fuck how it sounds. Like
Yeah.
I've got it. You know what I
And
mean?
you got people say, "Well, you're going to pay $110 for one record." Yes.
Yep.
Yep. Because I'm the one of 10 who has this.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know,
You like I think one of the coolest things about the like underground music scene is you don't know, like, this sounds pretty fucked up. I guess kind of fucked up, but you don't know like if a band is gonna break and just like get big.
and you have the one thing. You
Yeah.
know, right? No, I agree. I agree with you. So I think
There's
that's glory or death to me. To get back to that, it's like they are doing so good, and I almost guarantee they're not making money, and they don't give a fuck. They're doing it for everybody else. You know what I
they
mean?
they they
And for
do it for the
themselves.
love of the music, dude, and
Yeah,
that's like there's nothing more pure than that, and that's like uh, you try to stress it to these people. It's like, well, what if they don't make it big? Well, who gives a fuck?
who
Like,
cares?
are they a good band? Yeah, they're a great band.
Yep.
If
No,
you
I
know,
like. They just put out my Brothair record. T-shirts for sale. Anybody wants them, hit me up. But there was the two special records. You know, there was only like 25 a piece, and they were going for like $75 or something. And then Buddy texts me and says, "Hey man, they're out. Like they're fucking stone cold sold out." I was like,
fuck
"That
yeah,
that's great, but good for y'all." You know what I'm saying?
yep,
Like that's great. I think that's because I will never touch it. I own one, and I'll never ever put it on. I
right,
would look at it and go, "Man, this is bad as fuck." It's artwork to me.
yeah, me too. That's so like he does the wax mage stuff
Mm-hmm.
also,
That's
which
all the
is
wax mage is the special stuff. You
yeah,
know,
that
and
shit's
those dudes, I mean,
fucking
they're
wild.
wizards, man. They're fucking wizards.
Yeah,
You know, it's just amazing. It's out of Got a Groove Records out of Cleveland, I think, Ohio or something.
okay.
That's where Max Wax Mage is out of. But yeah,
What do
that's
they say? Cleveland sucks? No, I'm just kidding.
yeah. Uh,
Yeah, I'm just kidding, Dion. If you watch this, I love you, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, right. So Dion's one of my best friends. He lives in Cleveland, and of course, like I grew up in Michigan, so like the Michigan Ohio thing
It's like
is
us in Wisconsin.
that exactly. So it's like it's fucking real. So I gotta give him shit any
You got
chance I
to. You
get.
got to. You got to do it.
Thank you, motherfucker. So like you guys, what does that have on it? 10 songs? Is that what it is? The fucking
On the bucket, I
yeah,
think it's 10 songs. Yep. Yep. That's all
yeah.
we had at the time.
Okay.
Yeah. But as of right now, we actually Luke and Adam, the drummer and bass player, were just over here last weekend, and we just recorded 5 new drum tracks. So we're already on halfway through the second record.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's
Yeah,
freaking cool.
yeah. So it sounded good. It's really cool to me because it's progressing.
Yeah.
Like
So, like, I assume you guys are staying in the same, like, similar, fuzzy guitar sound.
Yep, it's the same thing, but maybe the time signatures are a little different. Still groovy and riffy. Everything's riff. To me, it's got to be the riff.
Yeah.
But then we're adding a little more harmony stuff, which is weird because it's like, to me, it sounds great on my acoustic guitar, which I always have one everywhere I go. And I wrote that whole record on this guitar.
Fuck
So
yeah.
to me, if it sounds good here, it'll sound good with distortion.
So I think you absolutely nailed it there. I don't think enough people like give credit to being a good guitar player overall.
Necessarily have to be because I'm a drummer. You know what I'm saying?
Well, but I mean, like, if it doesn't sound good on an acoustic guitar,
Right,
it
right.
doesn't matter how much distortion you put in there, unless you're going for like a noise band or something crazy,
Sure.
like,
Feedbacks and all that shit. Yep. No, I agree with you. And I've wrote the Mighty Nimbus record, which to me is the heaviest record I ever wrote on
right
that
on.
guitar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On an acoustic. So if it sounds good there, it's got to sound good, especially with Rust Bucket because we are strictly fuzz. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing in between. You know what I mean? So like it'll transfer, and then even when we rehearse the tune, when I show it to the boys, it's clean. We'll use the clean tones just to see how it feels, and then we'll add the fucking thing. It's like, yep, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that, it always impresses me to watch a song be built,
Right.
and like to see how do I say this? This is
Well,
going
just
to sound kind of,
the evolution of a song.
well, yeah, and if you throw like uh, going back to like good guitar players, right? Like you throw Eddie Van Halen. I think he's a fantastic guitar player. I was never a big Van Halen fan, but you give that dude a fucking, a little tiny Hello Kitty guitar, and he's gonna fucking rip it
You can
just
rip
like
it.
he would a
Yep,
guitar he
you
fucking
can rip it.
built.
I believe. I mean, I agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, you can have Eddie Van Halen. Let's just use him as your guitar player.
Yep.
Okay. But if your drummer and bass player can't groove and can't like talk to each other and like make that fucking thing, it doesn't matter who you got.
You like, and
It
that's
does not matter.
no, and that's a really cool thing about like the whole band setup, right?
Sure.
Because I think when you've got good musicians all around, that sound is super tight. And I'll use, we talked briefly earlier about Meshuggah, like those fucking dudes, those five five dudes.
I think there's five. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like
Racket.
those fucking dudes absolutely rip the entire
Right.
time, and they're tight. Like, it's like stopping on a dime and turning, and you're just like,
Oh, for
holy
sure.
fuck.
I don't know if it's just the drummer in me. It might be, but like I look at bands, every band, basically. Like let's let's start Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
I love Tony Iommi. I mean, it's just riffs, whatever, but it's Geezer and Bill. Led Zeppelin, John Paul Jones, John
Right.
Bonham. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
ZZ Top, Dusty, and Frank. It's
Yeah.
that keeping that shit together. And if your drummer and bass player are locked in, you could. It doesn't. I don't give a shit if you have Hendrix, Jimi Hendrix. There it is. Noel Redding, and Mitch Mitchell.
Yeah.
That that gave Jimmy that room to do whatever the fuck he wanted because he knew that he had this.
But you need the solid foundation. And I
Right.
think,
And when it comes to Rust Bucket, Luke and Adam have been playing together since they were like 16 years old.
oh, right the fuck on.
You know what I mean? So they're
Yeah.
already locked in. And me and Luke have been at Luke the drummer. We've been playing together 20 some years. You know what I mean? So me and
Uh-oh. I don't know. I just lost your voice. Yeah, I can't hear you. But the good news is the fucking video caught up.
Oh,
There you are.
just like that. Are we
And the
back
video's
good?
fucked up again.
Of course it is. I love you, bud.
This is fucking great. Whatever.
Whatever, whenever, whatever.
But so like you're absolutely right. Like if the band doesn't have a solid foundation, like I don't care how good the fucking song structure is or how
Right.
catchy they are, if your bass and your drums, you're watching them play live, if they're fucking off, it throws everything off and you're
They
just
need
like,
to be locked in because you're
yeah.
that makes everybody else, your guitar player, your singer, your rhythm guitar player, it doesn't matter as long as these cats are fucking in. I mean, look at like some of my dudes like Clutch. You know what I mean? Like John Paul and Dan are that fucking band. You know what I'm saying? Like I love Tim and Neil. I mean, it's nothing. I mean, they're the band together, but it
Right.
takes those two dudes to just be fucking in that pocket.
Yeah, and it's so funny. I know so many people love Clutch, and I'm not. I am so not the biggest like Clutch fan.
Sure,
Like I can listen to it.
I've known.
Oh yeah. It is. Well, and like you get into death metal, and it's that shit. Like it fucking yeah. It's the driving force, dude. Like
Right?
I don't think a lot of people really understand that aspect of it. Or you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe a lot of people absolutely understand like
Sure.
the fucking rhythm section is the key to
Right.
that song really being
I've been
together.
a death metal guy since I was 11 years old. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, so I'm a huge fan of alt suffocation, but I was there with like suffocation, morbid angel, like most of the early Tampa stuff.
Oh
It,
yeah.
like, then I started getting into malevolent creation, eternal bleeding. Like what first time I saw Eternal Bleeding, they were opening for Suffocation, and I remember like they were the opening band, and going, wow, they're that slam, like that big, heavy, just tight as shit. Me and Chris, do you know Chris?
Chris Corvallis, yeah.
Like I've told him that was you changed my life because I remember on his guitar he had a gangster nip sticker, and we're old hip hop cats. Like
Yeah.
I love old hip hop, and like Gangster Nip was on the Rap A Lot Records, the Ghetto Boys record label. You know what I'm saying? So I remember him having that Gangster Nip, and after the show, I was like, dude, Nip. He's like, what do you know about Nip? I'm like, I know everything about Nip. Like so it was like it made it cool that Internal Bleeding like fucking Rap A Lot Records.
Right.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
and I think like that's probably one of the coolest things about well, most musicians is when you fucking talk to them, it's not just I only know this
Right.
fucking genre, right?
Agree.
Like you can
100% agree.
literally talk to fucking about everything.
100% agreed, man. There's things that you find out about people that you're like, man, would have no clue that you
Yeah.
dug, but then you think about it like, oh yeah, I can smell it. I can smell it, like
Yeah.
people like I've had when I was in Pentagram and we were doing stuff like dudes like lifting up Wu Tang Clan T-shirts because they
Oh
like
yeah.
saw me on the internet because I dig the Wu Tang, you know what I'm saying? And they're like doing the Wu thing, and then I
Yeah.
taught Bobby how to do it, so Bobby was doing that, and like they got all these Germans going what, and Bobby's going woo, yeah. So it's just kind of funny. No,
Dude,
it's hilarious. I'll send you the video. It's the most fucking funny thing.
oh, dude, I gotta watch it. I've gotta
Yeah,
watch it. That
it's
we
good
did.
stuff.
We were in Las Vegas. A buddy of mine and I. My buddy Reagan. We flew out to Vegas for Planet Desert Rock weekend at
This
the like
year?
yeah, just this year. So we're fucking sitting there, and I met when was it? I met this other dude who lived in like St. Louis, and we're like sitting at this fucking table, like towards the back of the room, because we're old, we need fucking seats. My back hurts and
Yeah.
shit, and we're sitting there, and Bobby fucking walks in and walks right up to us and just starts bullshitting with us. It was so fucking funny. Like it was literally the day the was it the day of or the day after their fucking it was the day after the latest album got released. And you watch everyone's fucking face around and everyone's like, "Oh my God, it's Bobby fucking Liebling." Like so we chatted with him for a minute, like no photos, whatever, do your fucking thing. You're just here as a fan.
No,
Sits
here
down.
to get photos and yeah. Anywho.
Yeah, whatever he was doing. I didn't give
Yeah.
a fuck. Like
Right.
like you do your thing. I just want to watch the fucking bands, but thanks for
Right.
chatting. And these
You're
motherfuckers, dude.
you have like a coffee cup, like they were asking for change and shit too, or what? God.
Dude, I
Anywho,
think he was on his way to fucking
I think he was there with Tony with the Moss Generator or whatever the fuck.
oh, that
Pantera
could
didn't
yeah.
play that shit.
No, they didn't play there, but they were like the next night or the night after that, they started their like West Coast tour.
But yeah, he was just.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, it's
Oh, I know.
Bobby,"
That's
and
why he
like
did
getting
it.
photos and shit. Like,
Why he did it.
yeah, whatever.
It is what
Whatever.
it is, man. I'm totally proud of the 10 years. I put 10 years of my life into that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm totally proud of it. And I'm not going to talk smack at all. I'm a 47-year-old man. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But
You
I,
should be proud of it, dude. To have
I'm
that in
extremely
your
proud,
fucking
especially
arsenal, like that's
especially
huge.
for
No,
people.
I trust me, I know, dude.
But
Like
then,
I'm only laughing because the fucking I know the history of the band. You know what I
right,
mean? Like
we
there's
did it
so
for
much.
the name Pentagram.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And I'm proud of that shit. And I don't need some fucking 15-second thing of this guy being lost and no one knows who the fuck he is. It's like, do you even know who this cat is? But you know what I'm saying? Like, it just, like, to me, I had to, like, shut my messages off, my Facebook message off. Because he was like, oh, man, your band. I'm like, no, fuck, it's not my band.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it has nothing to do with me. Just because I'm attached to it, cool. I mean, that's great. But the reason why I quit, and everybody quit, mind
Right.
you, because we
Yep.
didn't want to be attached to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's
So, in no way, I mean, I wish them the best. I really do. I really fucking do. But it's to me, it's some scab shit, bruh. And that's
sure.
just on me. And I'm not the
No,
only one who thinks it.
no.
I
I
mean,
think
you lose three of the greatest dudes that made your fucking band. Like for 10 years, we carried that fucking torch. And you got three people going, you know what? Fuck this.
right.
But
Yep. It is what it is. But this
here's what
fucking
it
Rust
is.
Bucket album, dude, is
We got the Brought There record. We
fantastic.
got
Yes.
Axe Dragger just fired up.
Oh,
So
Jesus
that's
Christ,
it.
dude. Hold on. What the fuck else you got going on besides those?
I'm supposed to be retired.
Yeah. What the
This is dumb.
fuck?
This is dumb. Axe Dragger's cool as shit.
So tell me about Axe Dragger, because I know nothing about it.
You know, okay. Well, the small little history of Axe Dragger is when we were going to record the new Pentagram record, we needed a guitar player because Victor's like, he didn't want nothing to do with it. Matt was done. So I reached out to Bob Balch from Fu Manchu. And I said, hey, bro, you want to come like write some riffs and we can do, come play on the Pentagram record? He's like, fuck yeah. I'm like, cool. So me and him are throwing riffs back and forth. And Greg Turley, too, had some riffs, bass player, Pentagram at the time. And then all of a sudden we said, me and Greg did the last show and said, I'm out. And he said, I'm out. So we split. So then I got a hold of Bob and said, man, I'm sorry, but we're not doing that record. Like we're out. Hence why they got this new album. Yikes. You should have heard the one we wrote.
Oh, I bet.
Man, dang. Now you got this fucking piece of shit out there to play. Well, goddamn. It's like kindergarten fucking. Anywho.
Axe Dragger, dude. Axe Dragger.
Anywho, so me and Bob are talking. I'm like, man, those riffs are super rad. Like, we should do something with it. Like, he's like, fuck yeah. So we started like throwing more riffs to each other. And everything was cool. And then I met Frederick Eikenson from Dark Funeral when Pentagram played in Helsinki with Dark Funeral. And me and him instantly were like best buds. Like, we were just cool. We were like, we need to do something together. He's like, cool. I love to. So then I got a hold of him. Like, hey, you want to be like, here's some riffs. And he's like, that's cool. And so we did all that, and we had some demos going, and we are trying to find the perfect singer, and we couldn't. And then Bob messaged me, goes, what do you think about Terry Glaze? I'm like, Terry Glaze, like Pantera? Terry Glaze? He's like, yep. I'm like, fuck yeah. Like, let's try it. So we sent him 2 songs. He sent it back, and we were both like, yep. That's it. So the Axe Dragger became a thing, So it's me and Bob and Terry Glaze from Pantera and Frederick from Dark Funeral.
What a wild fucking mix of music.
It is, you know what I mean? But it all works. And the cool thing about it is we've never jammed together. It's all like, here, play this, play that.
Studio shit, yeah.
It's all studio stuff, but just the way it all works, it's like so fun, like playing with professionals.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, some of those fucking studio projects, I really, really love. Like, would they be cool to see live? Absolutely. But with where we are with technology today, you don't ever have to get in a fucking room together to put an album together.
We got 10 songs, and basically what it is Bob will send me riffs, or I'll send him riffs. And what's really cool is like Bob Blotch to me is like the coolest and the greatest underground guitar player ever. Like, that dude, you know him for Fu Manchu, for stony riffs, but when he cuts, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is the most underrated guitar player there is today, in my book.
So now, have you guys released the Axe Dragger shit already?
No, not yet. We're still waiting on labels and doing stuff like that. But
so it's coming. Is it coming out on a label?
It will at some point. We're shopping it around.
Well, let's talk.
Let's talk.
Yeah. So my buddy Reagan and I, the one that went out to Planet Desert Rock weekend with me, we have a label.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't need to chat right now, but let's fucking
right on.
Because I think it'd be really cool to fucking put something out with you.
Yeah,
I think it'd be cool as fuck.
It's gonna be good. I mean, on paper, it's great, but as a thing, the music is it. I get goosebumps when I hear it. You know what I mean?
That's fucking cool.
Especially Terry Glaze, man. Like, I don't know if you're an old school, the first 3 Pantera records.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, that fucking guy, and he is like a fine line. Like, just got so much better.
That's fucking cool.
And you hear it, like, it gives you instantly, you're like, holy shit. Like,
wow. So, okay, you got to send me some of this shit, because I got to fucking hear it.
But you keep it between you.
It won't go anywhere. It'll stay right here.
I'll get it to you tonight. Couple tunes of jam.
Sweet. I'll shoot you my fucking email address so you can do it that way. It's easier, I guess. Yeah, that's cool as fuck, dude. That sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. So, God bless, that is just so fucking weird. You've got like Dark Funeral and early Pantera and Fu Manchu and you, like, this fucking
to make everything come together. It's crazy.
Yeah. You know? So did you and Bob record it at your home studio?
No, I recorded drums here. Bob recorded guitars at his house. Frederick records his bass in Sweden, and Terry does his shit in DC. And then we get sent together and gets mixed together. That's it.
I fucking love that.
We've been in the same room ever. Like, so I don't think we ever will.
Right.
Except maybe we might do like some European festival stuff. You know what I mean? Like, go out to Hellfest or something like that, whacking or something, because I guarantee it might do something out there. That's like all these same cats in the same room doing the same stuff. You know what I mean? Who knows? But as of right now, let's just put this together. And it's like I'm a kid at Christmas, because I'll get
Fuck, I lost you again. There you are.
There it is. Yeah. So every day is different because I'll get like a text from Bob saying, "Here's Terry's vocals for this." It's like, oh my god, and then you listen to it right away, go, holy fucking shit. So like, I don't know what I'm getting. All I know is what I'm
Yeah.
playing to, and then when it all comes together, it's like, man, this shit is bomb as fuck.
That's
You
cool
know,
as fuck.
it
Like,
really is. Like it's so cool. It's like it's so professional, and there's no drama, and there's no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
yeah.
I'm so proud of right now to be able to like do stuff on my time. You know what I
So
mean?
I think that's like that. I'm still, I mean, I'm a year or two older than you. So like
I'm
seeing
47.
where
Yeah.
technology has come since we were kids, back in the old like
Mhm.
tape trading days. Like today, it
Absolutely.
like fuck, all I need to do is pull up my computer and I can be in a fucking arena, have an arena sound for my drums
Right. Right.
or whatever. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's just nuts. Like I said, we got the studio downstairs and the Rust Bucket record I mixed. I mixed all that, which I'm pretty proud of. You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
sounds great, dirty and gross. And so I do all that kind of stuff here. But for like Axe Dragger, I don't do shit. I send all the raw drums. You know what I'm saying? And just to
Yep.
hear what it sounds like. You know what I mean? And when it comes back mixed, it's like, holy fuck. And then there's a part of me that goes, that came from my basement? What?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's rad. Like,
That's,
nice.
and that was way back. I say way back, back in the 90s. I remember like you'd hear something and you're like, man, that sounds like it was recorded in someone's fucking basement.
Sure.
Like it was dirty and nasty. And now you have to like really work to get
You have
it
to
sounding all fucked up.
right. I
Yeah.
remember hearing Witchcraft for the first time, the first Witchcraft record, and going, wow, this is like 71, 1971 or something. Like, no, this is on Rise Above when it was 2000. And you're like,
Yeah.
what? You know what I mean? Like, wow. But then learn that they did the reel and all that shit, like they went old school, so it took to make it. But at the same
Yeah.
time, like, wow, that's a thing. And then the first Graveyard record was like, holy shit, how you can incorporate that. That wasn't, manipulated with plugins and shit. That was like some real stuff.
I think there's a there's a band out of Nashville called Friendship Commanders, and one
Great
of
name.
their dude, they're the nicest people ever, dude. The music's great. I'm gonna tell you, it's fucking heavy and loud, and it's literally drums and a guitar. That's it. Oh, dude, like they played last weekend too, and from the hit of that first chord, you were just like,
I'm in. Yep. Boom.
yeah. Yeah, and like I said, like I love those two, Jerry and Buick, but they did an album with Steve Albini, and he has his way of doing it, and it was all fucking to tape, and the fucking album, dude, is so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
Like that dude is he's a musician, magician is what.
Yeah,
Yeah,
God rest his soul. God rest
yep,
his soul. But yeah, he had his way. You could tell it was his. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like you knew Albini had something. It's like Scott Burns for all the Florida
yeah,
echo.
yeah.
Chemical Corpse, fucking you knew it was more sound.
Yeah,
Like
all the Morris sound shit. Like
you knew
you've
it.
got like,
Scott Burns touched that shit.
yep.
I mean, like you knew that was a Burns record. And I love Eddie Kramer, the Kiss stuff, the fucking Alice Cooper shit. Like you just know that that's Eddie Kramer.
And it's I something that I think is really cool talking to I almost said magicians.
That'd be great. Copperfield. Yeah,
Well, I mean, honestly, musicians kind of are fucking magicians,
in a way.
but
In a way.
yeah. So talking to musicians, like it's what's really cool is yes, it's about the musician, but it's also about the production behind it. Like it's the same with the fucking rhythm section. If you've got a good engineer and a
Mhm.
good producer,
No, I agree.
like
When
it's
I've
fucking magic.
at my studio, I mean, fuck, I've recorded 10, 12 records here, and it's all about how you get it there, especially because I'm doing it digitally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With like Pro Tools and all that shit. So to me, it's fake. But at the same time, it's all about how what you have coming in. You can do whatever you want if you got good sounds coming in. But it's going to take you an hour to get that kick drum just right with that right fucking light placement and all that shit to make it sound just right. And then you got the drummer going, "I'm ready." I'm like, I don't give a fuck. If you're gonna wait, because your kick drum sounds like ass, so I'm gonna fix it for you. You know what I'm saying? But the end result, money. The less you have to do fucking around, adding EQ and all this shit. You know, I'm a two-tape cat.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
like the Rust Bucket record basically was the drums. Luke's drums were basically just the room mics in my basement. You know what I mean? To make kind of bottom that big reverb without adding reverb. You know what I mean? Digital reverb. You know what I'm saying? So like,
You know, I love the shit out of it because it's like I guess it's very similar to being like to photographers. You know, if they can set that shot up right or find the perfect light, you don't have to go back and do a lot of fucking editing. Maybe you brighten it up a little, or maybe you
you
darken
do
it
it
up a
right
little.
the first time.
Yeah.
Less is more. Less is more.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
cool as
but
fuck.
it is. But to me, it's an art and it's tedious as shit. But at the same time, I'm a firm believer that there's two kinds of music. There's live and recorded. Live, you can fuck up all you want. You can go fast, you can go slow, you can add lib, you can add 16 more measures of guitar solo. It don't matter. Recorded, it's there forever.
Yep.
It is there forever. You know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah.
records that I've made that I don't even listen to. Like the 60 Watt Shaman Reason to Live, I can't listen to it because
Huh.
I know I fucked up. Even though I didn't, like it plays the tune, but in my brain, I know. You know what I'm
You're right.
saying?
Yeah.
Like I did something different. So like, but it's there forever. It's a time capsule.
Yeah, I could absolutely see that.
You know what I mean?
Fuck. So I like your solo shit too. That album you sent me, dude. I don't know how many times I've
Well, I
listened to it,
appreciate it. We
but
got that
I
in the works.
that's what I was gonna ask is like
Mm-hmm.
where's that one at? Because my
Yeah.
my wife likes that album too, so it's like
Okay, great. I tried that song. I mean that album was yeah. There was so many emotions in it, like all kinds of shit going on in my world. So I just kind of made it my own. I don't know. I'm proud of how it came out. You
should
know what I
be.
mean? Like it's great. So I'm working on the second one, but then again, when you start working on, like I go in my brain stems as like I'm writing for a certain project. You know what I mean? So I'll
Yep.
get in Rust Bucket mode, and then I'll get in Brother mode, and then I'll get in Axe Dragger mode, and then I'll get in solo stuff mode. Like what works for this? And it gets to a point where I just need to like go, I don't fucking care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm at like three or four songs right now for the second uh, solo record.
All
So I
right.
think me and Buddy Gloria Death, I think we're gonna do a EP.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, my daughter sings on one of them. You know, so it's gonna be cool. Yep.
Dude, listen, I fucking tonight was my daughter's final musical
That's what you
performance
said.
at
It's so.
high
How
school.
old is she?
She's fucking 18.
18. Okay, mine's 6. So.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
crazy.
yeah, dude, I was thinking about it. So they did 3 shows. They did Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and my wife's like, "Are we going to all three?" Like, yeah, we always go to all three.
You should.
Like, we're if we can be there, we're not gonna miss it. I've missed one, and that was because my dog broke her leg. So that's the only one that I miss. And I'm like, man, I'm leaving today. I looked at my wife and I'm like, that's it. Like,
Yeah, that's the end of it, right?
holy fuck.
But
Like,
it's not.
what?
It's
No,
it's,
no,
it's,
now it's
it's physically.
yeah,
It's there.
now it's a
It's
different world, right?
right.
Like, but
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, like I'm having a hard time wrapping my
Yeah.
brain around
No,
like,
brother. I get it. I get it.
fuck.
Like I said, I'm not there yet, but I know. I mean, like Uriah just had her kindergarten, her first concert ever. You know, in front of 300 people in the gym. You know, and she's just all freaked out and shit. You know, but
Fuck, I lost you again.
Yeah.
There you are.
Yeah. Kids room. Kids room.
Fuck, it's here and there and gone. My fucking daughter actually just walked in the door. I'm like,
Well,
oh,
congratulations.
congratulations, kid. Um, I will.
Today we did the math. Me and my dad are 40 years apart. My dad is 86, and me and Uriah are 40 apart.
Holy shit.
Yep. So it's kind of cool how it does that,
Yeah.
but at the same time, don't have babies in your 40s.
Nah, no, I'm done. My wife will be 50 in June. I'll be 49 next month.
I
We're
wouldn't put
fucked.
a day over 48.
Thanks.
You got
Uh, no fucking kids. Like
it.
we talked about it a decade ago, like, but it like it doesn't make sense. Our fucking kids now are Hayden will be 21 next month and Bailey's 18, so it's like we're
Yeah.
fucking
Oh, you got
ready.
it. You got to be.
Yeah,
It's not fair to them too. You know what I'm saying? Like to be
right.
that. If you're like, I have a cousin of mine. He's 54, 54 years old, and has a 3 year old. You know, it's like, dude, what are you doing? Like,
Oh, what the?
what the fuck? No, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really
Yeah,
feel bad about like the 40 years between me and Uriah. You know what I'm saying? Where it's
yeah.
like when she's 10, I'll be 56. You know what I mean? Or so, it's like, I can't. So, like, I stopped eating. Like, I'm on a diet. I fucking lift weights every day. I do everything just to keep up with this fucking kid.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I actually wear our kids out. Like I'm like, hey, we're gonna go to a concert like every fucking night of the week. And they're like, I can't do this. I have to sleep.
Yeah. Welcome to
Like you
my
fuckers. I'm actually so one of the cool things is I a couple of years ago I turned my son onto this band called Sparta. Sparta used to be like part of At the Drive-In.
Oh, okay. At the driver, what also became
Mars
Mark.
Volta.
Yes,
Yep.
I love Mark Bolt.
Dude, I fucking Mars Volta's okay, but I absolutely love Sparta. So I take
I haven't
fucking
heard
oh dude, they're
Mars Volta is in Sparta.
it was Jim Ward, one of the guitar players. So he fucking started Sparta. There might be another, but I'm not
Yeah,
100% on that.
right.
So I turned Hayden on to Sparta and he's like, "Oh, I like it." So we go see him and we had a really cool like VIP experience, where
Right.
like Jim
Nice.
plays a couple acoustic songs, just hanging out and bullshit with us for 30, 40 minutes or whatever. So they're coming back. They're playing Indianapolis next week. I'm gonna fucking take Hayden again. And dude, I'm just to be able to share that with your kid, whatever that is, like to see his face when we're there, like watching the band, he's like, "Holy fuck, this is so great." I'm like, yes,
Yep. Yeah, that's super dad. I'm waiting for those moments. You know what I mean? Like I'm waiting
yeah,
for. I mean, like I said, my daughter's only 6, so
right.
I'm waiting for that moment to like bring her. But then again, I get that whole thing where in her room, the biggest poster on her wall is the Peter Criss solo record. Like
Oh,
she
right
loves
on.
kisses her
Yeah.
thing, which is mine as well. You know what I mean? So like she's all about Kiss, and then she's learning about Black Sabbath, and she's learning about Leonard Skinner, and one of her other favorite bands is the Kinks. She loves the Kinks.
Oh, right on.
You know what I mean? So it's like she's
Yeah.
learning the stuff. She knows Thin Lizzy, she knows Steppenwolf, she knows like all the good stuff. But I'm
That
waiting
so
to bring her somewhere so she can sit there and go, "Oh my god, I know that song."
that was like I go through phases where I like will put on an older band. Like Thin Lizzy is one of those. I'll put them on and I'll listen to them sometimes for like a month, dude,
Oh,
and nothing
absolutely. Yep.
else. So one night we get a call. Foo Fighters were in town. It was the night before their show. Well, we've got a friend we've got a bunch of friends that are like chefs around town. So we get a fucking message. Hey, you'll never guess who's in the restaurant. And I'm like, no fucking clue, like whatever. Like we're literally in pajamas getting ready to go to bed. And she's like, the Foo Fighters, like Dave Grohl, Taylor Hawkins, everyone. Fucking cool. I said, hey, Bailey, do you want to go up to the fucking restaurant. She looks at my wife and she's like, "Can I, Mom?" Jen's like, "Fuck, did I lost you?" There
Okay.
you are.
There it is.
Okay. So I'm like, "Hey, dude, like, you want to go up to the fucking restaurant?" Jen's like, "Yeah, dude, you want to go to the restaurant? Totally cool." So we fucking change clothes, hop in the car. We listen to fucking Thin Lizzy the whole way up there. We go inside, we order appetizers, and never ever run into Foo Fighters, right?
Uh,
Because they're in their fucking private room. But
wait.
so I'm like, we're gonna sit in the car and wait, dude. So we go out and we sit in the fucking
Till
car and we,
they come walking out. Yeah.
yeah, we're like out there listening to fucking God, I don't even remember what album it was. One of the fucking Thin Lizzy albums. Maybe it was Johnny the Fox.
Greatest record ever made. In my opinion.
What a
Yep.
great, it is a
Top five.
solid fucking record, dude.
Top five
Absolutely
front to back.
solid.
And then number 4 would be Fighting from Thin
Oh,
Lizzy. Top.
yes. So we're sitting there fucking listening and she starts falling asleep. And I see like one or two people come out and get in a fucking another car and take off. And I'm like, oh, they're starting to leave. Like we're almost fucking there.
Missed it by that.
Yes, because she's like, can we go home? I'm tired.
Yeah. Well,
Fuck.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, Dad? You were there and you brought her.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was like, yep. No, you called it. Like we need to
Yep.
go home, get to bed. You're right.
Exactly.
Like it's
Can't get
11
blood from a
o'clock at
rock.
night.
Can't
Yep.
get blood from a rock. And you did everything you could, and you should be proud of yourself for that.
Yeah, she would have been over the moon had she met Dave or, any of the Foo Fighters guys.
In the interaction, because Dave Grohl's cool as shit. I mean, I've met him multiple times. He's a great dude. Like
Right
he's a
on.
big wino guy, obviously. Like Wino the Obsessed, cheek pop. But I mean, he's great. So like, can you imagine what he would have done? He would have clowned down on her.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it would have been cool as fuck.
Yep.
But it is what it is.
Yep.
I gotta call this dude.
Got to do it. Got to do
Yeah,
it.
I got a little bit of work to do tonight
You got
before
to do your
bed.
thing,
So,
bro.
dude,
I love
thank
you.
you.
I think you're a great motherfucker.
Love you too, dude.
Just send me your yeah your
Yeah,
text me like or give me your phone number and I'll text you, and then I'll send you some stuff to check out.
yeah. As soon as we fucking get done here, I'll get that shit over to you, and we'll talk about what that looks like for Axe Dragger and all that good shit. All right.
Come on, brother.
Hell yeah, dude.
Appreciate
Appreciate you. Have a great night.
you too, bro.
Thanks, bro. See ya.